CVA's Accura Series, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment is being sponsored by Capital Sportsman.
All right, everybody, it's time for our pictures of the week. This week's pictures of the week being brought to you by our good friends down at Flowers Deer Processing and Garden Center. And
Mainly Garden Center.
Mainly Garden Center right now. Matter of fact, Jim was with us today and saying that they had been real busy down there just keeping the greenhouses up and going through all this crazy weather.
But guys, just keep it in mind that you got to have Mama happy before you can go fishing and not doing all those long stays.
That's right.
Mama likes that greenery.
Our first picture here this week, we actually met
this young lady.
We did. We met this young lady here when we were speaking this past week up at the New Vision Sportsman's Ministry in Westmoreland. This is 18-year-old Gina Romines, and this is a 26-pound coon that they got in Sumner County.
Well, that's not a coon, that's a coon dog.
Well, actually, there's a coon in that picture. It's just underneath that dog. You can't see it, it's cut out, I guess. But that's a good picture of her and her dog Dixie anyhow. But
that's right.
Just so you folks know, there's a 26-pound coon laying at that dog's feet right now. It's about the size of that dog. Our second picture here, this is 13-year-old Chase Flutie with a 4-pound bass that he caught recently on a Berkeley square bill. So
he needs to keep that in the fish with me at the next tournament. Give us a head start.
Hang on to that one, right? All right, our next picture here, this is Dennis Crabtree, and Dennis sent us a picture the other day.
Look at those.
And he said that he caught these bass while canoeing on the Barren River.
I love the Barren River.
I hear about it all the time. Now, I've not personally been there yet, but I hear a lot about it.
The Barren River's nice.
Evidently, Dennis enjoys that. And this is Wanda Messer, and this is the first duck that she ever got. And she got this duck on an all-ladies hunt that was put on this past year down at Reelfoot Lake. So congratulations to her on that.
I'm jealous. I have never yet killed a duck. I got to do that.
Yeah, we have to get you on one of these days. You guys can send your pictures over here to us at Southern Woods and Waters, 474 James Robertson Parkway, or better yet, just get them to us over here at Facebook, and from Facebook we can get them directly on the show a lot faster. So.
Awesome,
we look forward to getting more
pictures, and we got a lot more that we do.
We got a lot coming up.
We're using them.
We do. We got some really good pictures.
You're
some neat
smart
ones.
Getting those pictures in there.
Well, you know, the brains of the operation sometimes.
We're having a bad technical problem here.
Yeah, that's right. Oops, something happened. I don't know what it was.
It's going to be fun. Hey, but ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, it's starting tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
The Wilson County Fairgrounds up there in Lebanon, Tennessee. You got to say it fast.
Right
Lebanon, Tennessee. That's where we're going to be. And we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Be there all weekend.
All weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And it's just if you've never been, don't be intimidated. I promise.
No, not at all.
You know us. So come by, check us out first. We'll get you appointed to somebody. Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, we'll get you fired up for the fishing season and the upcoming. I'm fired up about the turkey season.
It's right around the corner.
Dude,
It'll be here before we know it. I mean, it's
so bad right now.
February the 1st. So you think about it that way. We're a couple months away.
We'll be after
early.
Is
you
it
go down to Kroger and get one.
No, the northern is later than we are. You got to start in Alabama or Florida, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I'm Florida bound. I don't shoot something in the face. But turkey season is awesome. That's we got the NWTF coming up.
We do. That's going to be a lot of fun. Those guys, they're getting ready for that right now. I talked to Jonathan Scholl the other day, and we've talked to several guys, and they're getting ready for that right now.
Dude,
that's going to be a big time.
February 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. 5 days of 30,000 turkey callers.
Yeah.
Going off at the same time.
Competing for airspace.
I love that one lady emailed us, or no, she did it through Facebook. She said, I know it has to be getting close to turkey season. My husband is wearing me out with a turkey call.
I believe that was a Facebook message we got the other day, but that's common, you know.
I love it, man. Show them you're the man of the house.
Yeah,
strike up that turkey
my
call.
wife makes me keep mine quarantined to the truck, so I practice going up and down the
you
road.
got a whole nother room you got to go to.
I do.
A garage.
I've got my own
Detached
place. You know,
garage.
I just look at it as my own place. You know.
But you know, that's part of it.
It
That's
is.
part of it. And kids, you know, get those calls from those kids too. I'm telling you, they have a lot of fun.
They do. Emery, you know, she loves them. She's been working with a slate call since she was 4, and
she's good.
Yeah, this past year she called one in for me.
I
with
know.
it.
She's good.
And this year she's going to try diaphragms. So we've got her some little ones cut, and that's going to be a big time.
Emery's actually your guide.
Well, usually she is. We end up going wherever she dictates that we're going to go.
Just Emery,
wherever she wants to sit.
That allowance needs to go up, Emery.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's right. She's good luck for me, I tell you that.
She
is
kills a
that.
bigger deer.
Every time.
She got a big one this
Well,
night.
I say every time. She sees them every time, it seems like. If I take that girl hunting, whether it's deer hunting or turkey hunting, they just...
Would you trade it for anything, Brandon?
Nothing in the world.
See, I think
Nothing.
so many guys and gals especially are missing the point.
Yeah. Well, you know...
Because you've been taking her out since a very young age.
Yeah, she was just about 3.5, I guess, first time. Now, of course, we just went and set up in the shooting house and had coloring books and all that. But just getting her out there. And then...
but getting them used to getting up and early in the morning and seeing the sunrise.
This past year in deer season, there were several times she'd be standing there waiting on me in the living room when I'd get up, you know.
Daddy, hurry up, we need to be
because she'd
going.
hear me get up and go get in the shower or something. Then she'd hear that. She'd be in there waiting on me.
That's wonderful. That's the way to be.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I have to give kudos to my granddaughter Shelby. I mean, Shelby's been hunting turkeys.
She's done it a long time too.
5.
Yep.
And she's a turkey thumper. I'm telling you, that girl can thump a turkey now. And Ty can, he can thump a turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just, if you raise them in the woods and they see what's going on, you know, even though they may, we talked about this up there in Westmoreland.
Yeah.
Even though they may go to college or go here or go there and they got their own life to live, they tend to come back because they remember how fun it was.
Sometimes life gets in the way, you know.
Sure.
I mean, I know even I hunted and fished a lot when I was in college, but not as much. You know, there's just not the time. So
well, you gotta study.
Sometimes they'll go, you know, maybe get out of it for
a little bit,
for some years, but you know they come right back around to it.
They come right back around because it was engraved in their memory the good times that they had.
Yeah.
And people tend to go back to what felt good.
Yeah, they'll always remember it. I remember to this day lots and lots of times being in the field with my dad or my uncle or you know whoever it be at the time, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, I do. And those are things you can't replace that. You know, it's just something until you experience it, like I did for the first time with Emery this year in deer season. Then you get to experience it again, but now I got to experience it through her eyes. So it's kind of like getting to do it again. You know, getting to live it all over. So it's been a big time doing that.
You could do the same thing with fishing too.
Yeah.
I remember I went with my granddad to a pond. My granddad is the one that taught me how to hunt and fish. And I wasn't very old at all. I had to have been 3 or 4. And I remember John F. Kennedy being assassinated when I was 3. So if I can remember that, I can remember the fishing too. And I remember, now I'm not going to tell you my number system was so good. I mean, I probably said 1, 22, you know, instead of 1, 2. But at 150 something, I quit counting the amount of bluegill and sunperch I was catching, and it might have only been 20. But my granddaddy told me, he said, "That's it, Josh, we're done." He said, "I can't catch up with you." But something like that just is great to carry kids and let them get involved, and you can do that. I also want to tell, because I told them we would, we did a wild beast feast with the New Visions Church in Westmoreland. Was that not a first-class run?
It was great to be a part of that. It really was.
I was humbled that we were asked, but I was honored when I got there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the hospitality that they gave us, and
And they did it right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you something. The pastor there, along with the men's missionary leader, Ricky Perry,
Right.
Ricky and them had decided, let's don't invite just our own church.
Yeah.
Was you not impressed with that?
Yeah, what they did was to try to get their church members involved, they asked them to work the dinner. And so a lot of them do.
Oh,
a lot of
they
them.
had about 25 or 30 workers.
Yeah, it took a lot of hands to put out the spread that they put out.
But they had over 400 people showed up that were not
church affiliated.
No church membership.
So just the community outreach that,
it was a
that
community
came in there.
outreach program, and I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever get the opportunity to go up there and see for yourself what a first-class run event looks like, I got to tell you, the people up there at New Visions at Westmoreland did an awesome job.
They did. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
We did, and by the way, we did a call to the altar. We had some folks come up.
We did.
And that's just a blessing anytime.
It was. It was awesome to be a part of that. We got to do this week's product of the week. This week's product of the week is being brought to you by our good friends that we were just talking about down at Caney Fork Outdoors, and you can go up there and see them at the River Store if you want, up there at the Caney Fork River exit right there, Center Hill Dam, or you can go see Ryan and Donaldson, or this weekend come down and see us right there with us in our booth at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. And matter of fact, Ryan gave me this tonight to bring down here and share with you guys. But this is the new Stolquist life jacket, life preserver, whatever you want to call it, and it's really designed for kayakers and canoers. This is called the Spectrum, and we were looking at them earlier.
Show them. This gives
just
your
the way
shoulder
that it,
blades
the way that it's cut. It's, you can move around and fish and paddle freely.
In the summer, you don't have much clothes on anyway.
That's right. And it's not burning you up.
It keeps you from rubbing a blister on you.
It does. It's just they're comfortable and lightweight. I mean, you can't hardly feel it in your hand.
And they'll hold fat boys up. So.
They keep you floating when you're in hard times, right?
Yeah.
But anyhow, we're going to take
I've been in a couple of hard times.
That's right. I've heard about them. We're going to take a break.
And the flowers I owe you.
We'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.